myself Sneaky. Welcome back to the Loud Lounge. This is episode 2, and I've got my brother Durrty here. We're just gonna have a little chat, find out a bit more about his background, and yeah, just go from there. Really, how's it going, my bro? You all good?
I'm good, Sneaks, man. I'm good. Good to be here, bro.
Yeah, good man.
Good to be here, my guy. How you doing?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. So yeah, this is definitely due, man.
It's definitely due. Overdue, should we say?
Yeah, overdue. Yeah. So yeah, man. Just state your name, state what you're about. Let the people know.
Yeah. So obviously I go by Mr. Durrty Skanx if you've known me for over 10.
Come on.
So obviously first and foremost, musician first and foremost. Been doing music for about 21 years now.
Come on. So deep in the scene.
Very, very deep. Also run a show called Durrty Debates every Sunday via Instagram Live. It's now double award win. I got to start saying these things.
Yeah, come on.
I got to start saying these things
for
people to know. Yeah, so I run a debate show every Sunday called Durrty Debates, as well as directed movies and putting on events and whatever. So quite a busy person.
Good. So we're just gonna move on real quick on that. Really, I just want to know, like, where you from? What's your upbringing like?
So for me, it's a bit of a mix. I was kind of all over London. Do you know what I mean? So when I first, obviously, I was born and raised in northwest London, in Harsden. For those who may not know, but I was in Harsden for a little while, and probably like the age of 7, I think it was, I moved to East London.
Okay.
So I was in Hackney for a while. Went to primary school in Hackney. Went to secondary school in Hackney, as well as Stepney, Whitechapel, that sort of area. Yeah. And yeah, so I was kind of in between the two the majority of my life, to be honest with you.
What was your parents like?
So it was just mum, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I was raised with my mum and my auntie. So those were the two people that kind of raised me. I spent a lot of time with my aunt, to be honest with you. Like even on weekends or whatever else, I used to kind of run back to my aunts or whatever else, even though I was living with mum. Auntie was like the second softer parent. Do you know what I mean? So I was always running back to auntie. So I always spent a lot of time in Harsden as much as I was living in East London. You know what I mean? So people kind of didn't know where I was actually from because I was here this weekend.
So what age was you when you was travelling?
When I started travelling by myself, to be honest with you, I was from birth, I was doing backwards and forwards. Because my auntie was in northwest and my mum was in east. Okay. So from the age of 7, when I moved back to East London with my mum, because I was living with my auntie as a child, moved to east when I was 7. I always enjoyed going back to my auntie. So it was that backwards and forwards from a child. By the time I hit the age of maybe 12, 13 years old,
out there catching a bus
I
yourself.
was on the buses and tubes myself. Yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So what was school like? Did you just get into trouble?
Do you know what? The funny thing is, at first, in my first primary school, I was a bit of a geek, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I was the kid that had the glasses, the green string that used to hold around your ears to keep it up. I was actually him, bro. Star of the week every week.
Yeah.
And then I went to East. And my energy somewhat changed, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like
surroundings and that.
Yeah, my surroundings changed. How I felt about being in East, to be honest with you, I didn't want to be in East. I didn't want to be there. Moving there and moving away from all the friends that I had as a kid and all of that kind of stuff. It felt very strange, felt very weird. And again, like I said, I was moving to go and live with my mum for the first time. Yeah. So it was like, I don't really
so
know.
Much to adapt to.
Yeah, there's so much to adapt to at 7 years old.
Of course.
I just didn't like it, to be honest with you. So being in the area, there was like a level of resentment. So when I was going to school, it started to change my energy in school, if you know what I mean, how people spoke to me or whatever else it is. I'm a lot more. And on top of that, to make it worse, I've now got a little brother to look after.
Of course. Yeah.
We wasn't living together, but now that I'm living with my mum, I'm with my little brother. So when people are coming to school and thinking they can pick on my brother and all of these kind of things, now I'm having to fight. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yeah. And we haven't got our cousins that are older than us that will come and back it out. You remember back in the day, you used to be able to phone your cousin.
Yeah, everyone.
Your older brothers coming to the school at the end of the day to back your. We didn't have that, bro. So for me, I was the older brother. I was the cousin. Like if I had problems, my older brothers are they're too old to be coming to my school.
Of course, yeah, to be hitting kids.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were too old for that. So for me, I had to be that person, which then changed my entire energy towards just being a kid. If you see what I'm saying, I'm in this area now. I don't like nobody, and yeah, it was just different. Man. It was difficult.
So, obviously, So was you like the naughty kid in class at that point?
I wouldn't even say that I was the naughty kid. I was just the kid that wouldn't take no chat. Like I was quick to throw my hands. Like I didn't like embarrassment. If you thought that you could pick on me or whatever else it is, I didn't argue well.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't beef well. But I could damn sure fight.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Come on.
So if you thought that you was gonna be that guy because I'd never started trouble, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like I was never really that kid, but I was quick to
defend yourself.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
You have to be nowadays.
Yeah. So I was never really the naughty kid. I was never like the super disruptive kid in class or whatever else it is. But yeah, I would fight. I was always that kid that you hear at the school report was oh, he's so capable, but he doesn't push himself.
Yeah. or his other classmates have made him like into this naughty kid as well. Do you know what I mean? It's by his surroundings and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I became that kid, to be honest with you. So I wasn't like super naughty, but yeah, I had my times of trouble and getting suspended and whatever.
Did you start getting into music in school? Like,
music started for me in like kind of late in regards to school, like year 9. To be honest with you. So when I was in East London in secondary school, this is when I was going to a school called John Cass in Stepney.
Okay.
Bro, I remember the day that I started music. The actual day that I started music. Bro, I remember us being in school. This was like garage time, Soul Solid crew, and I hadn't had lyrics yet, but I wanted to be like Soul Solid. I wanted the Soul Solid feel. They were the only ones that were on TV at the time, so it was for a visual representation. They were the only ones, but I started listening to grime. I was listening to music from a long time ago from my older brothers and whatever, but being interested in picking up a pen is when I was sitting down, bro. My mum used to have this big boombox, bro. Yeah, little boombox with little 2 tape decks or whatever. You press record by pressing the 2 buttons.
Yeah,
together,
you could tape stuff. And I remember.
Bro, let me tell you something. My mum used to have this and used to tune into 923. That was Deja Vu FM them times there. Bro, I used to come home from school and take the boombox. My mum used to have it in front of the front door when you walk in. I used to take it. I used to have this black people got this thing about putting other things inside of things that don't belong in there. So I'll tell you. So say for example, in a black house, you might go into the freezer and see an ice cream tub.
Right.
And think there's ice cream in there.
But there's something else.
It's like frozen chicken or some shit. I swear to God, bro. That is such a normal black. I swear to God. So my mum used to have tapes in this biscuit tin. Like this big biscuit tin. She had all of her tapes.
Yeah.
My mum used to have so many flipping Christmas tapes. It used to piss me off, bro. Nat King Cole, this person, that. It used to jar the shit out of me. So ever so often, when like Nasty Crew was coming on, or Roll Deep was on or whatever, I would take my mum's tapes, bro.
Record over them, bro.
No. Like, I was doing, bro. But you know what it was? I had my little Walkman, so when I was going to school with the new set was like, kind of made you the cool kid a little bit or whatever else it is. So I was there, bro. I used to get licks for that shit, you know? Like, my mum's good tapes. Like, she's looking forward to that shit in November. Like, she starts in November playing that shit. Bro, I used to tape over my mum's tapes and stuff. So from then, I wanted to get into music. I used to listen to the DWs, the Dizzy Rascals, the Block. Dizzy kind of came a little bit later, to be honest with you, for me. But I was listening to the sets. And one day we was in school, bro. I was in school. Me, my brethren Junior, Chris and whatever. We was heading back and we was all on the bus coming back. And I never forget them not talking about, we're going to Chris's house to write lyrics. I'm like, they were saying they were going. I said, I'm coming too. You know, like, it was that vibe. Because I'm like, hold on, what do you mean you lot are going to write lyrics? And this don't sound like an invite. You lot just sound like you're talking amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
And that's this time I kind of I had a little bit of a reputation in the school by then. You know what I mean? So if I say I'm coming too, I'm coming too. You know?
Yeah.
Regardless if it's someone's personal space, I'm coming. So went with them or whatever. And I was writing bars, bro, in 9 bar, 21 bar, 23 bars. I didn't have a clue about structuring lyrics. I was just writing. And then my brethren said to me, listen, you got to write 8/16s, this is the formula. Bro, you see, from that day, and I learned about writing 8s and 16s, my mum bought me this little black diary looking thing with this little string that used to pull over it to keep it closed.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to write lyrics in that shit every day. I used to go to school, run the wire from my headphones through my sleeve, bro. And I've got my headphone like this, pretending I'm listening in class, but my headphone's in my hand. And I'm listening to grime beats, bro. Well, not even grime beats. You're listening to grime sets and writing your lyrics over man MCing.
Yeah.
I'm in maths, bro. That's my lyric book.
That's what I used to do. I used to sit in maths. I'd have all the Logan Sama sets playing in my ear.
Exactly.
And all the old Westwood sets and all of them. and I'd start spitting the lyrics out loud, and people would be looking at me like, what's he doing? Or the
Yeah.
teacher would be like, what are you doing?
You know what it is? I never done it out loud because I was scared.
But
I
you
was
know,
scared.
I'd be getting so gassed to it.
No,
like, in my
I
own
was
head.
gassed too, but I was scared of my mum. So my thing is, they would be on this. The teacher that we had, I can't remember what his name was, African guy. Like, just like, he feel like he was there 15 minutes. And bro, the girl, if you don't put your book down, that lyric book you are doing, I'm going to call you. I used to put the book down, but bro, I couldn't, because he used to talk so slowly. He was one of them teachers. Today we are going to do algebra. I'm like, bruv, why did this have to be so long just for you to do this intro for the class? Do you know what I mean? So at this point, I'm like, no, fuck this lyric book. You get me? So I was just writing, and that's how I just fell in love with music so much that if I saw something, if I had to do a class in school that I didn't see as productive to what I wanted to be as an older person, I wouldn't pay attention. So for me, if it was like geography, okay, I know all the continents, I know this country goes in that space and whatever else it is, alright, cool, I'm finished with geography. I don't need to know where the Anglo-Saxons fucking originated from, because how is that helping me? Alright, cool, you need to go and study French and German. I ain't really got much intentions to go to France anytime soon, to be honest with you, so fussing my brain for this, I'd rather put more into the music, to be honest with you. So I just kind of, music was just everything to me as a kid.
Especially where you're from, East London, North London, that area.
Yeah, it's
the originator of grime and all of these cultures of music and stuff. So like, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was a lot, man.
And a lot of your friends you're surrounded by man that are just doing shows here. You're seeing them progress and getting bigger and doing things.
It was crazy, bro. It was
you
so
wanted
crazy
to join them, man, innit?
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. Like I said, for me, it was hard because as much as I was in East London, I wasn't from East London. They saw me as the Northwest guy or the West guy. So people didn't really want to bring me in on stuff.
Okay.
If you know what I mean?
It gets like that.
Yeah, and this one's got a cousin in this group. This one's got a crew in Mucky Wolfpack. This one's brothers in Roll Deep. And there was no bringers. I just kind of had to make sure,
man, you had bars, innit?
Yeah, bro, it was bars and making, and them times that you couldn't be a prick. As well. Yeah. You couldn't just turn up to sets and be shook. No. Like, you had to go in that room. You go into a room and there's 20 man. Everyone's got academic tracksuits on with one glove. This one's got his hand. Do you know what I mean? And you don't know who's actually on stuff and actually backing their lyrics, and who's just talking for the sake of having good lyrics. Do you know what I mean? But if you walk into that room and don't pick up the mic, you've wasted yourself. What did you come here for?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that moment that you pick up that mic for needs to be somewhat powerful. So I just kind of made sure that I went to everything, bro. Every set that I could go to. Youth clubs was a mad thing. Yeah. Like, if you was king of the youth clubs, if you was king of the youth club, them times there, you'd start to get little bookings. That's how a lot of it happened for me. To be honest, if you going to youth clubs and actually being there every Wednesday, every Friday in the youth club, and making sure that even if they gave us, because the yardies used to run the youth clubs, to be honest with you, and they used to have, this DJ is practicing his bashment set, and they used to fucking cuss grime, these trampy looking tracksuit youths or whatever else it is, and we'd get 20 minutes in the room. But I just made sure that 20 minutes was hours, and we just started, it just grew and grew and grew, and more people started coming from different youth clubs to the point where you're getting little bookings and stuff, man. So yeah.
Sick, bro.
It was sick.
So obviously you said that you're doing your dirty debates as well. Like, explain that a bit. Like, what's that about? How did you get an award for that? And
dirty debate. So what it actually is, I call it a debate show, but it's, bro, a lot of the time I have random sporadic thoughts, or we have conversations in this world all the time, and rather than me tapping into what's going on with the Kardashians or what's going on Love Island or this rapper has done this or whatever, I kind of just wanted to have conversations with people who don't necessarily know me, wouldn't judge me, about things that not necessarily I'm going through, but they were so common that you'd hear about it every single day. But because it seemed like talking your business, people wouldn't have those conversations out loud. But you come to find out fucking 99% of people are going through these situations anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just a show where I had decided I was going to have conversations about real life situations. What's going on in your household? Why is the household the way it is? And not me having answers for it, but me kind of just bearing all and saying, listen, I never grew with my dad. This might be the reason where I am. And people will say to me, well, I never grew with mine, or I grew with mine, so maybe this is the energy you should have towards that. And I've even said, look, I don't know about even ever reaching out to the man. And people said to me, look, at his age and you should. And it's given me loads of different perspectives about my actual life and some of the decisions I've made, some of the decisions I should be making. And it's just kind of grown, and people gravitate towards real, as you know what I mean? Like, I've never done it for clout. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of celebrity friends, and I've never like kind of relied on them to kind of push me. Oh, I've got a celebrity guest on. I just have real people that are going through real things.
That's it, bro.
That are willing to have the conversations, and it's kind of just grown into this place where it's being nominated for awards and stuff, and it's winning awards over the past. And it started during lockdown.
Yeah, sick, man. It's sick. It's sick.
So we're doing well, man. I'm proud of it.
That's it, bro.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, man. Just keep at it. Keep your head to something that you feel focused to, and that is gonna just progress and just do well. Do you know
what the funny thing is, Sneaks? I'll be honest with you. I never imagined it to be this in any capacity, bro. Like I said, it started from me going through a real depressing time. I was really. It's crazy for me to even. I never imagined myself to be somebody who would say I was depressed.
I think we've all had
a level of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was really stressed out, was really beating myself up, and I didn't even know. I didn't value myself in any capacity. I didn't really value life like that. But I didn't have the energy to end it, so to speak. So for me, it was just like this last ditch. So I just went live at like 4 o'clock in the morning, bruv. I just started talking, and I think I was in tears at the time. And the amount of messages that I got 4 o'clock in the morning, and the level of consistency with those people checking on me, made me think, raw. And the amount of people that said they could relate to it kind of gave me a little bit of hope.
To know that you're not the only one out there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I just kind of started speaking on my situations more, just to kind of vent. And people was like, why are you talking your business on the internet? But didn't realize that the people that I'm speaking to, or the world that I'm speaking to, a lot of people are hitting me up saying, look, I can hear you, I can feel you.
Yeah.
I've been through this, and I commend you for saying it out loud, because I never would have done it. So it kind of just gave me this motivation to speak more and make myself healthier. And it made me realize I was helping people doing it too. A lot of men there were certain men that reached out to me that I know was real bad, man. Like, I'm not saying this is no banter. Like, real, the definition of bad
road, isn't it?
Like real definition
real
of
bad,
you
man.
name it, they've done it. Like, real stuff.
Yeah.
And certain man phoned me or messaged me on Instagram or sent me voice notes on Instagram. I'm gonna crying, bro, because it's like, it's people not having their kids around, and you actually wanting to be in your children's lives and all of these kind of things. Grown men who walk around with the perception of the baddest of are crying at home, bro. You see what I'm saying to you? So it kind of just made me realize this world ain't what it is, and I want to say what the fuck I want, and I want to do what the fuck I want with respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why it started.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
So what are you looking for the future for the Dirty Debates and music-wise, and what's coming from Dirty? What's next? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it
and
is?
you might not want to let everyone know what's next, but
do you know what it is? I'm working on just building the brand, bro. Like I said, this whole thing has been unexpected. Like, I've always dreamt of being the musician with the bright lights and whatever else it is. And as I'm sitting here right now and I'm talking to you, I don't even think I want the lights. I want money. Yeah, pay me.
Everyone wants the money.
But in regards to the cameras flashing, in regards to people being in my life and me being a tabloid and whatever else it is, I don't think I want that. I'm so much more willing to change or trade the piece for the money. I'm very much there, to be honest with you. I want success. Yeah. But I want success for the respect of my work.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? Give me what I deserve, not more than it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much there right now. If I could sit here and, even as a musician, and write songs for artists and become this multi-million off the back of it, I wouldn't be upset about it, because I'm still doing what I love.
Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't begrudge the person who's now singing my song. Bro, I've got so many songs that I said, bro, if Chris Brown could come and sing this today, brother, have this.
Yeah, you'll be on the credits, innit? So
do you know what I mean? Like, I've got so many songs like that. So I'm just happy to be a creative. Do you know what I mean? And I think that in order for me to keep my sanity, bro, I have to be a creative. Do you know what I mean? I've always been that person. I've always been somewhat of a free spirit in regards to, regardless of you tell me something based on education or how you're feeling or whatever, I will hear you, but I will always do me. Always do me. So in regards to what's coming, more positivity, bro. It sounds generic, to be honest with you, but if anybody looks back at who I've been, what I've done in my world, what I've done in regards to music, the thing I've spoken about, whichever else it is, that doesn't mean I'm coming to sing gospel music with a choir now.
No, I hear you.
Do you understand what I'm saying
man.
to you?
Yeah.
But in regards to the energy I'm putting out and trying to help and be more and whatever else it is, that's what's coming from me. So if it means that Dirty Debates is going to be the avenue to push me and make me that person, then I'm going to put a lot of time into Dirty Debates. Am I going to stop music for Dirty Debates? Never in this rascal life. I promise you that for free. But this is where I'm at, man.
Well, we were speaking a little bit off camera, and you were saying that you're doing you're helping families out as well.
Yeah.
With food and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, talk a bit about that, man.
Yeah, so it comes from a place, I'll just tell you where it comes from, to be honest with you. It comes from a place of me understanding karma. I don't want to get too deep on your podcast, bro. Maybe it's the weed and the liquor that's got me feeling like this. But
this is the Loud Lounge. This is what it's about.
Do you know what I mean? So it just came from a place of me being a believer and understand that I'm someone who understands karma. So I understand that I've been a part of people's trauma. I've not always been the best person in life. I've never been a bad-minded person or an unclean person in regards to my heart, but I've done things that have led to people's upset, led to people's physical pain, or whatever else it is, where it may not have been warranted.
I get what I mean? So you just feel like you're trying to put something back into the world, some goodness.
Yeah, I need to put something back into it, to be honest with you.
For your own karma.
I can repent and say sorry. And there's a lot of people that I've reached out to that I know that I've hurt before, whether it be mentally or physically, and I've said to them, listen, it's been X amount of years, but I now understand what I've done. Do you know what I mean? And I don't expect us to be friends or whatever else it is, but understand that I am sorry.
People do change, man. This is what some people don't. Not everyone, but people do change.
And I understand. And this doesn't mean that I'm walking around telling everybody sorry, because some people, hold that feeling. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll keep it real with you. But again, I understand that there's some things that people have been a recipient of because of my behavior that was unwarranted. So my thing is, what can I do sometimes in regards to, I don't know, giving back? And a lot of the times you can see people are struggling, people are fronting on Instagram like everything's okay, and the truth is it isn't. To be honest with you, you might look at my social media page and think everything's great over here, but it's not.
A lot of social media is just smoke and mirrors.
100%, bro. So for me, it's more about just trying to do what I can for the people that are struggling a little bit. So again, all I'm doing at the moment is kind of reaching out to the people and letting them know that a couple of families each week for a little while, this is not forever, I'm physically just either going out and doing the shopping and just getting the essential bits. So I'm getting like a pack of chicken or portion of chicken, a pack of rice, pasta, milk, all these little bits, noodles or whatever.
The essentials, isn't it?
Just the essential bits, so people can eat for a day or two or whatever else it is. So mum don't necessarily have to spend it, or dad doesn't have to necessarily spend the money on it, so they can, I don't know, potentially take that £15.
No, that's really good of you, man.
A museum or whatever else it is for the day or whatever. And that's it. To be honest with you, I ain't rich. I ain't
I hear you, bro. But you're doing something to help, and that's all that matters.
Do you know what I mean? I might have bought two 3-5s of weed that week, but take a £15 out of it and whatever else it is and give it to somebody. Like
that means the world to someone else.
Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like £15 can feed 3 people. I swear to God, people cost of living or whatever. Bruv, stop going Sainsbury's and Waitrose and go Aldi. Do you know what I mean? Or take yourself to Lidl's, bro, and go and do the essentials until you can get yourself back to where you want to be. I'm not saying this is where you got to be forever, but in the same breath, you know what? If times are hard like that, and you're struggling to feed your children and you're pretending for the sake of, forget all of that. Shout me and say, Dirts, you know what, I need the help, and I'll do what I can.
And don't be too don't let your pride get in the way of it either. Like if you're genuinely struggling, hit Dirty up, man. He will help you out, whether it's even just a chat, you know what I mean?
100%. And even that, just a talk.
If you don't want him to know who you are personally, just hit him up on a private note.
A private page, whatever. And like I said, with anything that I'm doing, I don't expect anybody to do any photos. I don't want no videos. I don't expect a thank you post. The only thing that I ask, or the two only things that I ask from you, is to be genuine when you message me. I will never know the truth.
Yeah, of course.
That's between you and God if you lie on me. Do you know what I mean? be genuine when you message me, and say fucking thank you, bro. Like I've had some, it sounds blunt or whatever else it is, but I've had people that's taken and not even said thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't have a problem with helping, but
manners don't cost a thing,
bro.
That's what I've always been
I don't
taught.
need a speech. I don't need the, oh my god, you've changed my family's life and you've uplifted.
No,
I don't
just
need all of
please,
that, bro.
thank
Do you know
you.
what? I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the little help. I appreciate you too. Boom. Thank you for allowing me to help, and we're done. I don't need to. I'm not gonna post it. I might post a thank you message, but I'll crop your face out, or crop your name out, whatever else it is. No one's gonna ever know that you needed to reach out at that point or whatever. So that's all that is, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. I like it.
Try, man.
So we've pretty much covered most of the things in part one, I think. I was gonna ask you what inspired you to do all of this, but we've kind of covered that as well, I guess. Through karma.
Yeah, karma. Karma's inspired. Yeah, that's a massive one. Karma's my inspiration.
Cool. I'm loving it. It's all sounding really good, Durrty, man. I'm loving it. It's amazing to see someone else just like actually trying to help people. Do you know what I mean? Because there's too many people out in nowadays that are quick to take.
Do you know, before we finish with part one, what I will say to you is this though, it's, and this is not me doing the speech thing, but there's people like yourself, there's people like Charlie Sanderson, there's people that have played roles that they don't understand the magnitude of. You see what I'm saying? Even for me myself, in needing help, I may not have ever said, Sneaky, I need help. Charlie, I need help. But they've heard it in me, or you've heard it in me, and I've had a space to go to, or whatever else it is. Like I said, I'm talking to people that are like myself. I ain't on no pedestal. I'm not getting paid. There's no organization behind me. There's no foundations. There's nothing. One or two people are actually starting to donate because they're seeing that I'm trying to do something, and big up to those people. So a lot of them have asked to stay anonymous. But again, like I said, there's people that are doing things for me too. It's not like I'm just handing out blessings. You know what I'm saying? People are blessing me too, bro. Like people are really, really blessing me and giving me the space to balance my time out in order for me to do things like this. Do you know what I mean? So I can't do these things without the people that are giving me the opportunity to do these things. I've got some real friends, bro. Like my circle is very, very small. The people that I speak to every day know who they are. There's people that help me in so many different ways, but again, don't understand the magnitude of how they help me. And maybe sometimes it can come across as frustrating to the people who want to see me win. Do you know what I mean? When I'm in my pit. But again, they don't understand the magnitude. And I think I'm just trying to use this little moment for people to understand. I've got a little team around me, and they don't even realize they're my team. They're like Team Dirty. Do you know what I mean? They are Team Dirty. They don't realize it. And that's in my career, and that's in my real life, bro. Like in my everyday, there's times that I need to get to and from places, and without certain people, I couldn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
I'm exactly the same.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, I want people to understand the magnitude. That is very, very, very important to me. Like, I don't get to say these things all the time, but it's very, very important. I'm not even calling names, but if we're being honest with each other,
then
and
people
you look
will
at
know,
this,
innit?
you know, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, to be honest with you, you know, like, right, I really rock with my man, and he should understand that, listen, push comes to shove, he can call on me. And those people, I know they get frustrated with me a hell of a lot, but it's these people that help me be the person I am today. Okay, you get me? So big up to you lot.
Nah, one love, Dirt. So
of
honestly,
course, man, of course.
And you're doing big things at the moment, helping the community, putting good energy back out and into the world. So yeah, man, just keep doing your thing, bro.
Big up, bro, man.
But we're gonna get into some more conversation into part 2. I want to know a little bit more into your underground life. As such as
I got some tales for you, man.
So yeah, we'll hit you back at part 2. Thanks for watching. This is a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to Ballybro Clothing, No Face, No Case. And shout out to Soundbox Recordings for all your studio needs. Yo, it's myself Sneaky with Durrty. We're back with part 2 of the Loud Lounge. We're going to get into something a little bit more deeper this time, bro. I want to know, obviously you said you grew up in London.
Mm-hmm.
You've told me personally like little stories and stuff. So yeah, I just want to know a little bit. Like, let the people know a little bit more. Like, what dramas have gone on? Like, obviously every man has dramas growing up in London. It's a crazy city.
I think probably one of the biggest ones that I probably had was 2013.
Okay.
Probably around this time how old was I? 2013. That would have been 10 years ago. So probably about 25, 26 sometimes. I was very much on the road them times there, to be honest with you. Making my money. But you see how I was making my P's, obviously I didn't really need to see people. To be honest with you. Let's cut the nonsense where this is TheLoudLounge. So obviously I was quite heavy on the F stuff them times there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And how I used to make my money, I didn't really need to see people. To be honest with you, from I sent you your references or whatever. Blah, blah. You know how the thing go.
Yeah.
Man transfer your P's. So there was a time where I was making a lot of money, bro, to be honest with you, as a youngster. And I didn't see 85% of my clientele. I didn't need to. So yeah, so this person in particular must have hit me up and was spending a bit of peace for a little while with me. So I didn't need to see the person. It was just that boom, boom, boom. You tell me what you needed, and I said it was spending a bit of peace. But what I didn't realize is that they was secretly building up their little rapport with me.
Okay.
Yeah. To kind of line me up. You get me?
Okay.
So, boom. Anyway, they've been spending peace for a little while now, a couple of weeks, and they wanted something done. I'd done it. Cut a long story short, and they paid me half up front, and they was due to pay me the other half, but they was talking about paying me in cash, whatever else it is. So I was young and just whatever, the money. You know what I mean? The money. So yeah, whatever. Cool, big man. You've been spending peace with me for a couple of weeks anyway, so cool. So this day in particular, every Sunday, or every other Sunday, I used to go to my cousin's house in Walthamstow, and me, the man, and we'd sit down with Bun, we'd watch football. So that was our every Sunday thing. But I've planned to meet this guy on a Sunday and completely forgotten all about him. You get me? So I've gone all the way up to Walthamstow, chilled with my cousin, and he's rang me. Oh, boom, what time we meeting up? And I'm like, oh shit, big man, I completely forgot all about you. I'm in East. He's like, don't worry, I'll come and link you in East. It's kind of better for me anyway. So I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. I'm just thinking about my money, bro. I don't give a shit about nothing else. I'm not thinking about nothing. So cool, we're there watching football, boom, boom, boom. He rings me. I never forget this, bro. We was watching Arsenal versus Tottenham, bro. And it was probably like 10 minutes before half time. And my man's rang me and said he's there, yeah? So I'm like to the man, boom, come follow me to get this piece and can we go shop same time to get juice or whatever else it is. Man, I'm like, wait until half time. I'm like, bro, my peas is outside. You know, once it's like 4 bills or whatever. I'm like, my peas is outside, bro. So I'm like, fuck it. Bro, just like this, I've left one of my phones on the table. I've taken one phone. I didn't even realize I've got my phone on me. Gone outside. I should have clocked it, but I didn't. Driver's in the car, and there's a next one in the car, but he's in the back on the left side. Yeah, 2-door thing, Peugeot 106, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, so I've gone to the window, and he's like, "Oh, jump in, big man. I just need to go to the cash point." Yeah, but he's telling me to jump in the back behind him.
Yeah. So you're stuck in the back of a 3-door, innit?
Yeah. So no, tell a lie. It's the driver. My man in the back. Yeah, the driver and my man in the back. Yeah? The driver and my man in the back. Cool. Boom. So he's telling me, oh, we're going to the cash point around the corner, Black Horse Road, cash point by the train station, whatever. Cool. So I've jumped in the car, we're chatting. It's about a 2-minute drive, my guy. This is in the middle of the day as well, you know, Sneaks. It's like 6 o'clock, bright. These times it's like spring. Got there and we're sitting. I'm sitting in the back of the car, but the energy's just changed all of a sudden, my guy. Like, man, are not talking to me no more. I'm like, huh? The energy's just changed. It's just felt, brother, I've looked in the rear view mirror of the car. Bear in mind, I'm sitting in the back behind the driver. I cannot get out of the car. Yeah? Bruv, I've looked in the rear view mirror and I can just see this person walking towards the car and tying their hood down like this, bro.
Yeah.
I said, mate, it got me. You get me? That's the first thing that's come to my mind. So I've jumped in the car and this brother's on some, do you remember meeting? I'm like, no. So they've pulled off. You get me? Man are talking to me about, so what peas you got on you? I'm like, the fuck's going on here? You get me? Man are just driving, bro. Driving. Sneaky front. I'm in Epping Forest, my guy.
Fucking hell.
Yeah?
Hmm.
This youth in the back that's next to me, bear in mind I'm behind the driver, he's on the left hand side. This youth started stabbing me. You get me? My arm, my leg, you get me? Not crazy, but he's just ever so often he's just boom, poking me. I'm like, okay, so we're in this situation, but it's not a rumble thing, bro, because how am I getting out of it? I can't get out of this car, bro. Like I'm stuck. So this guy's poking me or whatever else it is, like, to fast forward it a little bit, man are doing crazy things, burning my beard with the lighter. Like, bro, they've got a hammer in the car, yeah? Like an actual work tool hammer. A man have put it on my hand. That's what you see, I got that thing on my knuckles there. A man's put my hand on my lap and he's smashing it with the thing, with the hammer. You get me? So man, I broke my hand. Like, naturally, when you put your hand like this, you move your hand in it. So man's fractured my knee as well, like with the hammer. Now, man are punching me, Sneaks, in the car. But this is going on for a couple of hours now. My adrenaline's so high, I'm not feeling nothing.
No, you don't.
You get me? To the point where I'm saying to man, hurry up and kill me. Like, it's getting to, I swear on everything I love, Sneaks. I'm in the car and I'm saying to man, you might as well just kill me at this point. Like, if you're not going to kill me, you might as well let me go. Because man are not touching my face, bro. Like, the odd bang, but like, there's no blood. Man, I punch him in the side of my face. Like, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
It's like, they've got frustrated. They're not getting no money. Because they didn't have peas on me. Man was chilling at my cousin's watching football, bro. Man was chilling. I didn't even realize I had my line on me, bro. So man are asking me for my phone. I'm saying I ain't got my phones on me. I'm wearing combat bottoms. So the way I'm sitting in the car, the bottom pocket is like that. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm sitting on it. So when a man is saying to me, where's your phone? I'm doing this and I'm saying I ain't got my phone. I didn't realize I actually had it on me. Oh God. A man's rang the phone and it started to vibrate. So man thought I was lying now. You get me? So man's trying to put the works on me. Man's told me to turn over in the car. So I'm looking at the rear view, the rear view window. Man's hitting me on my back with the hammer. You get me? Nonsense, bro. Like, just nonsense. You get me? I'm saying to man, bro, like, there's no peas to get. You get me? I'll be real with you. As much as I was making money like that, I had access to things more than I had actual physical peas. You know, I had peas, but I had access to things more than I had physical peas. If I wanted to go and get a big boy whip for the next 4 or 5 days or whatever else, it would have costed me chicken change. You know, them ones there, like, all of these things. So I look the part all the time. You get me? Chain, or all these little stupid things, bro. Anyway, they're getting frustrated, bro. They're not seeing no blood either. So it's like, man are doing me things for 2.5 hours and nothing's happening. So I've got this little scar above my eye there. A man's hit me in the face with the hammer, you get me? So my face has started leaking. It's like they're happy with that now. So they drove off with me in the car. They've dumped me off on the side of the motorway, you get me? It's been like 3 hours now, it's like 9:30. The man them are thinking, where's this guy? You know what I mean? They dumped me off on the motorway, bro. I'm faded now. The adrenaline is dropping, you get me? Man have been punching me and stabbing me and all of these kind of things for 3 hours, my guy. I'm 6'2", bro. In the back of a Peugeot 6 and the man's got his seat all the way back. I'm cramped up, so I'm not even if you ever bent up your knees like that in the back of a car, you know how uncomfortable it is to sit there for 3 hours and a man's poking you in your legs, bro. So you see when I've unfolded my body out of this car and a man's taken my jacket, like, no, I thought, alright, man, they're gonna strip me all this. But a man just tell me, oh, give me your jacket. They've taken my jacket. They've taken my jacket, my phone, and I had a score in my pocket. That's all they got. After 3 hours on my kids, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, ended up on the motorway, and bro, I'll never forget. Yeah, Domino's pizza guys driving. Yeah, and I've stood in the road at this point. I'm trying to flag down cars, but there's blood running in my face. People are just driving around me, bro. On my mum, people are driving around me. At this point, I'm just like, right, I want to walk in the middle of the street on this dual carriageway, bro. Yeah. I'll never forget there was this Nissan Micra driving towards man, bro, with the Domino's pizza thing on the top. You know, like the little... Bro, I stood in the middle of the road and I said, bro, I don't want to ride. Please just call the ambulance for me. On my kid, Sneaky, the man looked at me in my face and said, if I use my work phone, I could lose my job. And he reversed and drove around me. At this point, I said, you know, I'm going to jump in front of one of these 18-wheelers that pass. I swear to God at this point.
I bet you're never ordering Domino's again.
Bruv, I'm telling you.
What I'm saying?
Bruv, and you know what it is? Ask Charlie, bruv. The last time man come up here, man had problems with Domino's, bruv. I should learn my lesson. But Yeah, bro. So like, I'm on the actual motorway at this piece now, with the M whatever. I'm in a place called Huntingdon. It's near Cambridge.
Fucking hell.
I'm quay out, bro.
Yeah, quay.
Like, quay out. Remember, they've had me for 3 hours,
Mm.
so they've been driving for a minute. So, dump me out on the motorway, bro, and then I'm just, you know, do you know when you're in your car, yeah, and then big 18-wheelers pass and your car wobbles? Imagine when you're standing there, that breeze that passes you, bro.
Yeah.
It's going into all my cuts and whatever else it is. My adrenaline's dropping, bro. I just feel like I'm gonna pass that, bro. In the distance, I can see these blue lights flying down the motorway. I'm like, bro, if these blue lights ain't for me, I'm jumping in front of something and I'm just gonna end this because I'm in too much pain right now. Boom, police have pulled over, jumped out. So what's happened there then? I said, what the fuck does it look like has happened here, bruv? There's no car, so it's not a car crash, is it? Saying, bruv, I had to say I've been abducted. You know, like they've looked at each other and they tried to bundle me in the car, bruv. I swear to God, I sat down in the car and I couldn't pick my legs up to like put my legs in the car.
Yeah, because
They've had to cut, dropped, bro. So they've come, they've put my legs in the car. Cut long story short, fast forward, gone hospital. Boom, 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 boom. Come out that night. I checked myself at the hospital that night, to be honest with you, because my head was getting sick. Snakes. Like,
I can imagine, bro.
Like my head, I wasn't in enough pain for me to sit at home on this. But I wanted. My mind was on revenge for so long, so long. But yeah, that was mad. One of them ones. It was. I've had some Mazdas, but yeah, that was one of the situations, and I think that one just took me a hell of a long time to mentally recover. It took me like 2 weeks to physically recover.
I think that'd take anyone time to recover mentally and physically, man.
Years, bro. Yeah. Like, you see, like how they talk about people in the army having PTSD, bro. PTSD was real.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
Like real, bro. I remember sleeping next to somebody one time, bro, and having the dreams in my sleep, and waking up to the sound of coughing, like deep coughing, bro. When I open my eyes, I'm sitting on top of the woman holding her by her throat.
Okay, no. Yeah.
Like real shit. Real shit. Like thinking about real murder. Like I'm dreaming that I've got you, like the guys that done it. You get me?
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. I've had some hotels, bro.
Some mad things.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Nah, I can't imagine what that must have been like, man. Honestly, that must have been fucking.
Yeah, like I said, the mental recovery was a lot longer than the physical recovery was. To be honest with you, it took me a very, very, very long time to somewhat let go. It's mad because May just gone was 10 years since it happened.
Okay. Have you had any trouble with the police yourself? Like,
with me? Yeah, man.
Is that what I'm saying?
I've had a lot, bro. I've had a lot. But you know what it is, to be honest with you, I've never been Joe, to be honest with you. But I've always, like, my thing was, I was around the man them, to be honest with you, a lot, to be honest with you. So whoever had what on them or whatever else it is, and who was, like, if you're in the car with the man them and certain man have got certain things.
Gang affiliated.
Man are getting nicked. All of us are getting nicked. You know what I mean? But a lot of my ones were drug possession. Possession. And to be honest with you, it was always me having weed on me, bro. And it was never, I was never a weed shotter.
Yeah.
This is my Percy,
this is my little zoo. What are you doing taking
it?
Like,
you know, bruv, you used to get street sanctions. So you used to get like free warnings on the street. Once you had your free warnings, no matter how much weed you had on you, they would have to
take you to the cells, innit?
Bro, it got so. My first free came in like the first week or two.
I've had police just come up to me and just take my grinder off me, smell it and go, God, it stinks. I've just walked off. And that's it. I'm like,
yeah, I wish I've never had one of those days in my life.
I'm thinking they just took my weed to smoke. I know they have.
Bro, after I got those free sanctions, from they run my name, yeah, it's police station, bro.
Yeah,
it's police station. Like for me, a majority of my things, like my I've probably been nicked closer to 20 times than rather than 15.
Fucking hell, that's quite a lot.
It is, and the majority of it being drug possession, bro. I remember one time, like years ago.
So you never done time?
No. But like it was always little idiot bits of weed. You know what I mean? I've got a score of weed on me. I got a £10 drawer of weed on me. Whatever.
You have to go court for fines.
All
and shit.
of them.
Yeah.
Every single after, like, bro. I've been to that court. There was a stage I never forget, bro. My mum's 60th birthday. I was in court for weed, and it was the third time. It was the third time in a month that I've been nicked and been to that same court.
No way.
Was it Hendon Magistrates or whatever it's called?
Okay.
Bruv, I went there 3 times in a month. I said to myself, bruv, this is the end. And this is on my mum's 60th birthday. I never forget, everyone's getting ready and later on we're going to your mum's. I'm sweating. I'm like, brother, if you don't only know, I'm going to court this morning for the first time this month for the same surgery. I'm like, bruv, I'm at least a tag is gotta happen.
Yeah.
Bruv, every time I've ever been to court, bro, I've never, thank you, Lord, never got more than a fine. Never in my life. I've never had to do community service or
You're lucky, man.
never.
You're lucky.
I'm very lucky, bro. Very lucky. Very lucky. But other than that, I've never really been, like I said, I've never had trouble with the police for incidents that I've had on the streets. To be honest with you, bro, you think I had fights?
Yeah.
And been in raves and had madness and
of course.
and man's had all of that stuff happen. But in regards to me being Nick, bro, a lot of the time, I don't know. I feel like God's kind of blessed me differently, you know, bro. I'll be real with you, like. A lot of the time, even when I was around the man will be chilling in the trap house, bro.
Yeah.
Man will be chilling in the trap house. I leave because I can't take the smell after a little while and whatever else it is. And I'm not a messy person, bro. A lot of trap houses are messy. You get me?
Yeah,
so when man's chilling with the man's been in there 2 hours. The stench is kicking. Certain man is smoking. Like the fiends are smoking in the yard. It's,
wipe
like,
your feet when you walk out the door.
Yeah, them ones there. The streets are cleaner. Like, yeah, bro. So it's like, forget all of this, bro. Every time that I did that, not every time, but a lot of the times that I did that, within 20 minutes of me leaving, beds get raided. Beds ready yard. To the point where a man asked me if I was snitching. Like, I swear to, like, on a banter team.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, like, for me, I would have looked at me dodgy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, rah, did I just give them the text and leave? Do you know? Bro, I just got blessed all the time in a way where I never had major stints with the police. Bro, I've done some crazy fucking things, bro. Crazy. Like, my name is known to try it. Known. Because of certain incidents that has happened or whatever else it is, blah. But I've never, like, luckily enough, I've been blessed.
Avoided jail.
Yeah, I've avoided jail and I've avoided any serious trouble, to be honest with you. Like, serious. I've been in trouble, but in regards to government and law, I can't say that I've had I haven't, to be honest with you. I'll be real with you. Just the little eat that weed bits, the little other dumb nickings, like nick for fraud here. Like, I got nicked once or twice.
Just a little bit for
hello there for you get me? Like, once or twice, but again, even them things, bro, like, it was always no further action.
We can talk about that as past history. So
yeah, we can talk about that because again, that's me at 25, 26 years old, 24 years old, bro. Like I said, I'm 36 with 2 children now, bro. It's different. My biggest son's gonna be 16 in a minute. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, like, he's nearly as big as you now, isn't he?
Probably 6'1", we're in size 11. Let's not talk about it. Yeah, bruv, it's been a mad one. Like I said, I've seen and been in some of the craziest situations. People tell you, bro, I've been on my doorstep chilling, bunning my weed with the man them. This guy's got passive with that guy from over there, and man has started shooting. Bullets have gone through my front door, bro. Sneaks on my life. Yeah. Turn up at my yard, I'll show you the holes now. You know them ones there? Like, where bullets have gone through the door, but the kids are in the yard then. Like, man's been in some berserk bits, bro. Like, berserk bits, for real. And I've kind of just been blessed that I'm still here today. Like, man's been through kidnappings, stabbings, shootings, whatever else it is, robbery situations or whatever else it is. But on the same breath, I'm not saying it as right. I've done things, Sneaks. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm talking about karma so much now. Because as much as people see Mr. Dirty, who's winning awards and does dirty debates and who's well spoken and all this kind of stuff or whatever else it is, you've got the black tracksuit guy here today. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? There's different sides to me, bro. I swear to God, and I spend a lot of time being the cleaner version of myself today and the better version of myself or whatever else it is. For me to sit here and say to you that the other person don't exist anymore would be lying.
Yeah, of course. It can still come out, of course.
100%, but I work on it every single day of my life. I swear to God, I get tested every single day.
I think we all do, bro.
No, do you know
the
what
world
we do?
likes to
but
test
do you know what the funny thing is, Sneaks? I think it's my own fault, and this is something that I work on a lot. I've got a bad temper. Like, I'm so cool, I'm happy, and da-da-da-da. You see the other side of me, bro? I don't even know him. I don't like him.
Yeah, you flip.
Like, it's long.
The switch is gone.
I'm not sure what I'm capable of, and that's what scares me the most, to be honest with you. And I don't want to be that person in the world anymore, to be honest with you. If necessary, hell yes, and I do things with no regrets, bro. I do. I'm not a person who says things and then later regrets it. I think before I think, before I act. I think before I speak, and so I'm very aware of these things. So I try to live and step better, and repent by giving back. There's people, like I said, who have been victim to some of the things that I've done, So I can't sit here and cry about some of the things that I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's just me, bro. That's just where man's at.
Okay. Well, you've had a pretty fucking wild one, my bro.
Yeah, bro, and that's scraping the surface of it, blood. Like literally, you would need a part 3 for me to tell you.
Well, maybe that'll happen, innit? Maybe we'll have to see how your dirty debates goes all the rest of this year, and we'll get you in at the end of the year for another episode,
100%,
bro.
No, there's always time. There's always time over here, bro. Like I said, no matter what goes on, if I got to go and do a Grammy speech tomorrow, because that's what we're manifesting in life, there will always be time for things like this. Like I said, this is my reality. This is my avenue. This is my space to be free. You get me,
bro.
So
I appreciate you coming in as well, man.
Of course,
Obviously, you've helped me out with a lot of things, getting my videos on Link Up TV and things like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate you coming and helping me out with certain things, my bro.
It's
like,
nothing but love, Sneaks, man.
And
like I said,
I scratch your back like you scratch mine. So yeah, we just crack. Do you know what I mean? Just
crack on as we have been, man.
Keep it positive and just keep the good vibes flowing, bro. That's what it's about, isn't it?
100%, man. Like I said, it's about us spreading love between us. Like I said, in order for us to enjoy life, there's got to be fuckeries. You know what I mean? There's got to be bad things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
In order for us to appreciate that. It sounds all kumbaya-ish right now, but I'll be honest with you, that's what it is. Like, you have to like really look at life and say, do you know what? If I was happy all the time, it would be a normality and I wouldn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
So those moments where there is a fuckery and then you get to be happy again, you appreciate it just that little bit more.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying to you?
I spent 2-3 years of my life in hospital with my Crohn's, and I'm watching all my pals go on holiday here, there, everywhere on my social medias. I'm thinking, fuck, I'm never going to be able to go on holiday ever again. Do you know what I mean? That's the point I was feeling, thinking I'm fucked. This is me for the rest of my life in hospital, wherever. And the last time, the next time I got to actually go on holiday was at an Amsterdam trip. And when I got there, my pals were a bit bored and that, and I was like, bruv, you don't understand
what this is for you.
I was like, I'm not bored. I am so happy just to be here right now because I haven't been able to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And then getting to that point, I was just can't explain that feeling.
It's important, bro. Like I said, it's like to appreciate life. Like I said, I saw something the other day online. I think maybe a couple of people have seen it now as well. But bro, this guy was talking to somebody. I'll give you the same thing. And if I asked you, right, if I gave you 10 mil now, you'd be the happiest man in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong now. You'd be extremely happy.
Oh yeah, I think anyone would.
Extremely happy. We can agree on that.
Yeah.
If probably nobody would be able to piss you off for a little bit based off your 10 mil, because if anyone got, probably change your number, buying his new phone, whatever, you'd be cool for a little bit. Now, if I said to you now, boom, if I gave you the 10 mil, maybe fuck it, I'll give you 30 mil, and you don't get to wake up tomorrow though, would you take it?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Right, cool. So you're now telling me that time here and being alive and whatever else it is and waking up tomorrow is more important than 30 million.
Yeah, 100%. It's worth more than 30 million.
So again, the question was, why do we not treat waking up every single day like having 30 million pounds? Because we talk about the fact, oh, this is going on, this is bad, this is whatever else it is. But the reality is, we woke up. It can only get better, really and truly.
Yeah.
Even on a bad day, it's better.
I get you.
Do you understand where I'm coming from now?
Yeah.
It's better. And for us, really and truly, bro, I posted something today that said, when you was born, or when you got older, you were given a sheet. It's called life, paper, plain sheet. You was then given a pen, and you've drawn on it your entire life. Nobody else has got your pen. This belongs to you. Nobody else is able to control it at all. You've used your pen and drawn a picture. When you step away and look at your picture, I'm asking you the question now. Are you happy with the picture that you've drawn?
No one. I don't think people, until I think even some of the best artists in the world look at their picture and go, oh, I could have changed that. Do you know what I mean?
But again, this goes back to the to what we was talking about before, and we're talking about the perception of, now if you look at what it could have been in comparison to what you do have, do you appreciate your picture now?
I get you.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I get you, yeah.
you could not have had a picture altogether.
Mm-hmm.
You could have not been here
100%.
altogether. We could have not been having this conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
But the fact that you do have a picture, as much as there may be some smudges in it, or whatever else it is, or you've drawn some things at angry times that are now permanently in there.
Yeah.
The picture is yours, so to speak.
I get you.
And to be honest with you, there's still space left on the canvas. It never finishes. To be honest with you, there's always space for you to make it prettier at some point.
I get you, man.
You see what I'm saying? So it's about perception of being in control of what you have, and which is your entire life, bro. To be honest with you, what happens? Something bad can happen today, Sneaks, and you have to look at it like this. Do you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. It's happened, and this is how I have to dress and deal with it. If it's the end of the world, oh my God, you're going to drain to stress and you're depressed and all of this kind of stuff. You're sick now, you don't want to eat, and all of this kind of bullshit is happening. Yeah. Based on your perception. I might have got the same information as you, blood. Bro, I know 2 people. I'm going to cut this so quick because I know I've been chatting for time. But I know 2 people. Both of them got diagnosed with cancer around the same time. Yeah? One person kind of really took it really badly, and whichever else it is, they both had the same type of cancer too. One person kind of took it really badly, and whichever else it is, and somewhat started to deteriorate. The other person internally deteriorated just as quickly, but decided that they was going to live their life to the fullest, and probably was happier then than they probably were. Like they'd never been to Jamaica before, jumped on a plane and went to Jamaica, done these little things or whichever, and I looked at that person and saw them performing more than when they were sick than ever before. God rest storm in soul. But again, it was something that really inspired me. It was like, raw, like,
why am I not doing this while I'm not sick?
While I'm not sick.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying to you? You don't get
it's like me with my Crohn's and stuff. Like literally all the time I've spent in hospital, and like I said to you earlier, going to Amsterdam, it meant so much to me. So when I am able to travel or I'm able to do these things, I take full advantage of it, and I'll run it.
Do it, man. Do it. Live your life to the fullest, Sneaks, man. I don't want to chat off your ears. I know you probably want to wrap up, but
nah. I still got a question to throw at you. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. Like I just said, just enjoy your life, man. Like I said, I've seen a lot of things, bro, and like yourself, I've had health issues myself. I had epilepsy for 9.5 years, so I dealt with having seizures in the street and seizures at home, and all of this stuff that really affected me. So I understand where you're coming from, but now we're feeling a bit better. It can only get better. Let's make it better. Do you know what I mean? Let that be the energy, man, going forward. That's it.
Good. That's it, man. Well, I'm gonna hit you with the last question of the show. This is a random question.
Yeah. I mean,
like, literally pure random. Yeah. I wanna.
Like this is gonna be fucked. I feel it already.
Alright, I wanna know what's the worst thing or most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you while you're trying to impress a girl?
Ooh, I gotta think about that one. That's a good question. The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me.
So you could be chirping up a girl and say, I don't know, you've spat your drink all over her by accident. I don't know, or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like something embarrassing. Like you're like, oh my God, what a dickhead.
While chatting to a girl. No, I can give you a story about
trying to impress her. Like when you're trying to impress her.
No, I can tell you this. I was chatting to a chick one time. Yeah, I remember I was in like a comedy club or whatever else it is. They was having an interval. Everyone's at the bar kind of thing. And this chick was checking me from across there. You know, I was doing that.
Yeah.
Giving her the smile. And these times I bought my grills. I bought the grills these times. But obviously, you know the grills, they're clip-ins.
Yeah,
you get me? You could take them out, pop them in. Bro, these grills that I bought, they were good, but they were kind of loose. They didn't sit tight enough. You get me? Bro, thank God she was at distance, bro. Because I'm gearing up. The man them's like, blood, we're not going to go chat to her. She's smiling. Bro, as I've geared myself up to go, and I've gone to say to my brethren in his ear, nah, listen, I beg man, just hold my drink. As I've turned to speak to him, bro, my grills are falling out my mouth onto the floor. I swear to God, Sneak.
Did she see it?
No, she didn't. My back was bro. I picked them up, and there was no way in life, after having to bend down and pick my grills off the floor, that I have the confidence and go talk to this chick that I've been smiling at with these grills for the past 45 minutes. Nah, they in my hand in tissue, bro. Are you alright, cuz? No way. There's no way, bro. I swear to God. Bro, I've been using the grills to get the chick's attention. You get me? I'm smiling for no reason. You know? Hand on chin, teeth out for nothing, bro. And she's feeling it. So I'm like, she's thinking I'm one of them guys. Cool, fuck it, they're clippings, but let's roll. You get me? Brody, when they fell out of my mouth and hit the deck, yeah? And I had that just in case tissue in my pocket, bro. And I had to wrap my grills in tissue. I kept my back to her, bro. There was no way. She's probably thinking, right, what's wrong with him? Just a minute ago.
Was he gay?
What? Nah, babes, I gotta go. Tonight's finished. What am I gonna do? Go in the bathroom and wash my grills and put them back in my mouth? No way. There's no way. Forget about it, bro. Yeah, I don't think I've had something like directly happen. No.
I'm gonna leave that one with you.
Yeah, might have to. I've had a girl do an embarrassing thing in front of me though.
Okay. You want to talk about that,
bro? Quickly, crazy story, crazy. Yeah, boom. So obviously, I've been dating this chick for a while, bro. Whatever. We're at the point of staying at each other's houses and shit, whatever. So I'm staying at this chick's house this night in particular, bro. This girl used to drink a bit. Yeah, bro. I woke up the next morning. It's probably like 6-7 o'clock in the morning. I'm an early starter. Bro, there's a little crack in the curtain where the lights are coming through, bro. And something is saying to me, don't fucking move, bro. I don't know why, but my spirit is saying to me, bro, look but don't move. I'm like, raw, the sheets look different this morning. But it's still kind of darkish. I'm like, but I gotta get up. You get me? Bro, I got up, shimmied out of the bed. I'm looking at the bed and it's like, why does it look like this? What's going on here, bro? She's laying there. Drawing Z's, bro. I'm like, nah, something don't seem right. Whatever it is that's on the duvet is also on the bed sheet as well. It's on the fitted sheet as well. You get me? So I'm like, what the fuck is that? But I can't see what it is. It just looks like there's little patches of whatever it is on the bed.
Right.
What the fuck is this, bro? So I've climbed out the bed now. Like, climbed out the bed. Like, what the fuck is this? Bro, I swear, I kid you not, on my kids, if I'm lying, I am flying. I whipped the sheet back, bro. This girl shit the bed. Sneaks. She's drank too much. She's had way too much to drink or whatever else it is. Bro, I've woke up. I've switched on the light now. Now I'm vexed. I'm angry, bro.
It weren't on you, was it?
No, it wasn't on me. That's why God was telling me, stay still in the bed. That's why God said it, bro. He was like, bro, if you move, you're going in jail. I promise you.
Oh my days.
Bro, I came out the bed and I looked. Yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm at that point. What the fuck is this? Fuck is this shit? Get me? Oh, I don't think you get it, Sneaks. I'm steaming, bro. I'm steaming. This girl has shit the bed. Like, are you alright, bro? Do you understand what shit is? Do you know how hard you have to press to shit in your sleep? Then I'm saying to you, like, you gotta like to shit, bro.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm like,
that is fucked up.
Boom. So I woke her up now. Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? It's all on her leg and that. I'm like, no, fuck, bro. I've started heaving. I'm in the bathroom like, I'm a proper squeamish person. Anyone who knows me, any sort of, if the milk's off, I'm vomiting.
Yeah.
Let alone if you shit the fucking bed.
Oh, allow it.
Bro, I'm vomiting. She's all embarrassed and shit or whatever else it is. I am pissed. I'm vomiting. Fucking go back, get my jacket, get my shoes. I'm going the fuck home. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's too early for this shit, blood. Literally, bro. I was so mad, Sneaks. I was so mad, bro. So mad. Yeah. I swear to God, I'm not making this up on you, bro. I've said this on my show bare time. Bare. But yeah, for me, I've never really done the embarrassment, but I've had some things happen, man.
That is a fuckery still. I can't lie. But nah, Durrty, it's been fucking sick having you on the show, bro.
Well, nothing but love every single time, man. Like I said, I appreciate you. Soundbox recordings again, obviously normal.
Yeah, always soundbox recordings.
Yeah,
man.
So again, like, thank you for having me. Like I said, always welcome. And yeah, man, Mr. Durrty on the socials. Don't forget that. That's spelled Durrty. For the English lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, hit me up, man. Do what I can, bro.
No, I appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate it, bro. Always.
It's love as always. And yeah, we'll get you in for another episode at the end of the year or something.
We need to get you on my show now. I think before we do that, I need to get you on my show.
Alright, fuck it. We'll come on your show and we'll have a chat then.
No problems, bro. No problems, man. Nothing but love, my guy, man.
But that's the end of episode 2. Peace out, people. Love.